No worries. People say that a lot. Usually when somebody accidentally bumps into them or they have to correct a mistake somebody else has made. But oh, how we so long for this to be true at so much deeper of a level. There isn't a person alive who hasn't had their eyes pop open in the middle of the night thinking about some bill that hasn't been paid or some test they have to take or some presentation they have to give or some relationship that isn't right. There isn't a person alive who hasn't ever laid awake in the middle of the night worrying. No worries. We all know the debilitating effects of worry. Worry gives us that awful sinking feeling in the pits of our stomachs. Worry keeps us on pins and needles. Worry increases inflammation in our bodies. It can actually be bad for our health. Worry can even eventually kill us. The worst part about it is worry doesn't do anything positive for us. Worry doesn't help solve our problems. Worry doesn't lighten our mood. Worry doesn't take our burdens away. It only adds to them. Worry steals our joy and it ruins our lives. So why do we keep worrying then? If we know so well all the bad things that worry does to us emotionally and psychologically and even physically, why do we keep doing it and keep doing it obsessively? I think Jesus gave one of the most compelling arguments for not worrying when rhetorically he asked, which one of you by worrying can add a single moment, a single hour to your lifespan? Actually, modern medicine is discovering that the only thing worry can do for us is subtract years from our lifespans. We so get it. We so get how bad worry is for us, and yet we can't help ourselves. We can't stop worry from overtaking and controlling our lives. We just can't stop. Why? Well, I think it's because we're missing the most important thing about worry. Worry is addictive. We are worry addicts. It's a compulsion. That's why we can't simply stop. Worry gives us a high that we think we can't live without. What's that high? It's the illusion of control. The illusion that we can control the outcome, that we can control our destiny, that we can control bad things from happening to us. When I'm honest with myself about this topic, a rarity I admit, I realize that I worry because I think it will prevent bad things from happening to me. That's absurd, right? I mean, in some kind of crazy superstitious way, I think if I worry enough about the things I fear, they won't happen. And if I don't worry about them, they will. I even worry that I'm not worrying enough. Like when I have a talk that I'm anxious about, a talk I have to give that I'm anxious about, and I catch myself being too calm beforehand, I worry that because I haven't worried enough about it, it's going to bomb. No worries. Do you know who psychologists say worries the most? It's people who are creative. The more creative you are, the more inclined you are to worry. And so if you do worry a lot, take heart. That means that you're more creative than the average person. But the reason these psychologists give for this makes perfect sense. See, creativity, what breeds creativity is imagination. So people who are more creative tend to have a more fruitful, robust imagination. So their minds tend to manufacture all these different possibilities, many more usually catastrophic, terrible possibilities, many more possible future outcomes. The greater the power of imagination, the more you're going to worry because the more potential outcomes you readily see. But to different degrees. We're all creative types. We all have wild imaginations. We can all envision all kinds of different future outcomes, usually bad, terrible outcomes that we fear happening to us. No worries. But do you realize how extraordinary this power of imagination is? Your dog doesn't have their eyes pop open in the middle of the night, beset with worry, because your dog doesn't have the same imaginative capabilities. It's uniquely human. It's a function of human consciousness, the ability to think abstractly, to be aware of yourself in different modes of existence, past, present, and especially when it comes to worry, future, to be able to imagine many different possible potential outcomes. And here's the good news about worry. If we are just the products of blind chance, if we simply spontaneously popped into existence, then we shouldn't have this capability. As I've explained in previous blogs, the existence of human consciousness is something that some of the most prominent atheists have admitted is the greatest challenge to atheism, which hasn't found a convincing way to explain it. No worries. We worry because life feels so out of control. We feel so vulnerable to all the bad things that can happen to us. But worry is only possible if we've been endowed with a creative, imaginative intellect by a creator who is in control of it all. And if Christianity is right, who loves us beyond all telling. And if there is nothing that can separate us from his love, then truly, truly, we have nothing to worry about. Do you struggle with worry? How do you deal with it? I'd love to hear what you think. You can go to the Contact EJ page of the Raising Jesus website and leave your comments there, or any other comments or questions you have. Also, if you haven't had a chance to yet, please like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and keep telling your friends about us. I thank God for all the support and encouragement all of you have been giving me. Thank you.